What the heck? I literally just logged in. I think there's a barbarian. There is a barbarian here. What are you doing? I don't have anything on me to defend myself. You gonna ignore me? Can I run in? Don't hit me in the back. Let's just say the barbarians are not the smartest. Last time I used the crossbow. Okay, I do have the club out, right? Alright, got the club. Let's see how this goes. Get away! This is my place. Yeah, there you go. Get over here. How am I doing? There he goes. Alright, I took a little bit of damage, nothing too crazy. This is my place. Okay, I scooped up the club, which means I should have two. I also put some stairs down, although obviously I haven't finished hammering those in yet. Let me run in here real quick. It does mean that I've got two clubs now. Yes. So we're going to throw one in here and actually just melt it down. The iron scraps or whatever we get from it. I wasn't paying attention to my numbers there. I think we got one ingot from it. I'm not sure. But anyway, we'll definitely take that over having two clubs. Having said that, though, let me put the club back in here in case Kolohe needs to get at it. We got the crossbow in there as well. So today, what's the plan today? So number one, what I really want to do today is make a cart. That's kind of my number one goal today. I've actually looked it up, kind of seen the process of how that goes. I'm not sure it'll go as well for me. We'll see. But at least I know how to get started. And I don't know, hopefully we can get a cart down. Maybe make two. Just because I have some other ideas for these carts. One of the things I can show you, if I go upstairs, I ended up using this space here, threw this box in, and in here I have parts for the cart. We already had a bunch of wheels. The catch blocks I actually took from the sign that somebody made. If you recall, there was an iron sign outside just down in the corner. I ended up breaking a lot of that down, so I now have those pieces, those catch blocks, two chests, and some timbers and some round timbers. Oh, these are half timber round. I don't know if that's what I need or not. Maybe they'll work. But anyway, I think that is a start. Now, Robert Easby left a comment that said, you should chop a tree down close to the entrance of your house and hope it falls on the timber. As you recall, I had a timber sticking out here. So here's the thing about that. A number of you said, oh, hold F on that or use your right click with the mallet. None of that was working when I had it there. Nothing. I tried everything. But when I came back on today, boom, F did it. It picked it up. So I think sometimes, I don't know if it's because it's the server or if it's just the game in general always works this way. I actually need to like leave the game and come back, and then there's some things I can do. Some things pop up like that every once in a while. Let's actually check this out. Okay, so I can't really these are the last bits I just couldn't do. I was able to get everything but these, and it looks like that's still the case. So anyway, maybe one day I'll be able to pick those up or do something with it, but that's fine. It's definitely mostly cleaned up, and as I mentioned, we're going to be able to steal parts for that for the cart. Now, the other thing that I want to do today is respond to your comments. I mentioned in the last video that if you left comments, I was going to reply to them in the video here, and I am going to do that, but you'll have to stay tuned to the end. We'll do that at the end while I've got I've got a couple things I want to do, and probably during the course of doing one of those things, that's when I'll address the comments. So anyway, I hope you stay tuned through to the end for that. Here we've actually got Kolohe's place. He's worked on it a little bit more, added the second floor, and I had mentioned, yeah, if we get a building in here, it'd be cool if we had a tower, because many of you had said you need like an archer's tower, and I figured this was like the high point. It's nice at the corner as well. So anyway, he's got that going, which looks really cool. Let's step in here real quick. So he does have one bench down in here. Let's kind of roll up these steps. You got the second floor, no roof yet, but he does have shutters, which is pretty cool. And we can see Abor's place down there, which is, man, quickly coming along. He's got like big floor and walls going up out there. That's pretty cool. Go ahead and close these. There you go. And then we've got one more floor up here, and I don't know how far he intends on going, but this is closed, so it may just continue up as the tower, as high as however he's going to take it. It's pretty cool looking. Okay, so cart, as I mentioned, cart and comments. That's kind of the two big things today. One of the smaller things I think I want to take care of today was something that Tortoise Gaming recommended in a comment. He said, I would upgrade your small chest to large chest. They hold 3 times for about the same amount of space as one small chest. And I do have all of these here. So anyway, I think it might be good to do that. Maybe get like two large chests. I don't know if I can do one here and then one like here, but I definitely am having an issue with this door. It's kind of bugging me, like that I have to go around it. It feels really snug. So I may actually tear it down and put it on this wall, so you just come straight in, or just make sure I don't have anything too close to the door. I'm not really sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually kind of start moving some things out of these chests, I think, and start, you know, moving some things around. Now, additionally, I want to make, and this may not happen today, it may happen next time, I want to make the banner workstation, and I need linen string for that. I think I have one. So that's the thing we're going to be using the spinning wheel for up here. I do have plenty of flax for that, so that shouldn't be an issue, but I don't know that we'll get to that banner station today or not. Okay, I've gathered all of the stuff around here that could be gathered because I realized that it was probably going to rot on my watch. That would be terrible. And I've rearranged some things. I actually added a third large chest back here in the middle. I took out all of the small chests here. I couldn't move this one. I'm holding F right now. I've tried it a bunch of different angles and it's not going, so it's probably, again, one of those things I probably need to leave the server and come back and then be able to, but that's fine. We'll just leave it over in the corner. And then this is going to be kind of the food place. I've got two shelves here. It's pretty obvious what's in those. And if we go around, we've got cabbages, we've got pumpkins and berries, herbs, and then we've got some roots in this one. So anyway, this is kind of the cooking station. We'll be able to throw stuff in here, make meals. I think that's probably good enough for now, but I do like the idea of having a small storehouse meant like it's strictly for storing food and making food. And you can see we could fit this in here. So maybe if we like doubled that amount of space, if we had a room that was about the space of what we're seeing here, might be big enough as like a food storage or storehouse. So I kind of like the idea of maybe making something like that, maybe down in the corner down there, something like that, and get that portion out of here so you just have one place to go when you're hungry, for example. So anyway, that's an idea, but let's get on this cart thing. I really need to get this started. I don't know how this is gonna go. I have no idea. Probably gonna take me a little bit. Let's go ahead and take some timbers here. Chloe has been very busy. You can see gathered a bunch of logs and made a bunch of timbers as well. And we're just going to build this right here. So I've never done this. I watched a video once, and so I'm just going to kind of hope that I've got it figured out. I'm realizing now that I didn't grab my supplies. I'm not prepared at all. Let's go ahead and get what we can. We can come back up here and get the wheels because inventory space is probably going to be a thing. We need the one large chest. We actually need another one. But I have all this stuff. I'm gonna have to move some things around, aren't I, already? Well, we've got, actually, yeah, we got these chests here that you're not using. I set these up for Chloe and he doesn't even use them. His own little nightstand chests. He noticed he hadn't even put anything in them. So we're just gonna go ahead and drop some random stuff in there. Let's go ahead and grab this. Because I did have 3 chests, I ended up using, or I did have 2 chests in here, I ended up using one, so now I actually need to use the one here. Obviously I could make one, but I'm, you know, lazy. Okay, cool, so I've got all that. Grab this chest. Okay, now we have what we need. Let's go ahead and get this started. Oh, I'm nervous, this is probably not gonna go well for me. So first things first, again, going off memory, we need to put a timber piece in the ground. Let's see, is that like, yeah, it's like that. Something like that. Then we need to make a smaller-ish one. Oh, is this high enough? Did I do this high enough? I think I did. It depends on how I do the chests here. So you can make carts, I guess. There's like kind of 2 kinds. Maybe there's a combo. What I've seen is some people make a bucket type thing where you can actually like have all the rocks piled inside, or you can make a bucket that's got chests in it, or what I saw was a chest made from buckets, or from chests rather. Did I say that right? A cart made from chest, a bucket? Who knows? I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. I could put it like this on top, right? That should be okay. Because I don't think I made that high enough. So that should do. Did I do this wrong? Hold on a second. Where's the lid for this thing? Oh, Weem, seriously? This is gonna be a long day. Okay, there we go. 2 chests set there. It's exactly how I wanted them. Now we just need these catch blocks. This is gonna be what you use to get the wheels to spin. Let's see. I'm really bad at controlling how these turn. And we're gonna put these here. Now when I watched the video I was like, alright, this seems pretty straightforward. I think I can even handle this. But I am predicting there is going to be a complication. There's going to be some kind of drama that keeps this from working. Okay, so we have those guys in place, the catch blocks. Now, here's the question. I made these half-round timbers. I don't know, did I need half-round? I thought I needed full, but maybe we're okay. Let's see. Nope. There we go. And then make this shorter. Something like this. That's not what I want. That's square. Okay, so I'm going to have to take that out. It said round. Oh, half round. I wonder if like part of it's round. Yeah. Okay, that's what half round means. Okay, so it turns out it's these round timbers. I just needed a log for them. I do have a log, and I can just actually make this out of my inventory. Come to think of it. Let's double click that. There we go. 4 round, whatever those are, timbers. That's what I was trying to get at before. Scroll wheel this down. You're too small there, aren't you? There we go. Yeah, that's better. Let's go get one on this side. Something like that. That looks right. And then you basically make these smaller ones on the outside. So here, here, and then we ran right through that, didn't we? Okay, I need another one of these guys. Let's see this. Okay, that was 6 on my hot bar. Let's see. Looks right? Yeah. Alright, there we go. It's starting to take shape. Let's go ahead and grab the wheels now. We gotta make sure these are kind of facing the right way. Okay, that's the right way. We need a little wood plank out. Let's do one of these and see. Yeah, that looks right. Something like this. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna have to turn these on the side. Actually, once I connected it to the cart, it looked like it said, I know what you want. Nope, it lied to me. You lied to me. Give me that back. Okay, one more time here. We're gonna break this guy out and rotate. That's what we want right there. And there. Okay, cool. So we now have the base of this. Now, actually, while I have you guys here, typically I take care of this later. But we're in the middle of the process here. We're going to tab, we're going to crouch, and I'm going to move a little bit. This is going to be my screenshot for the thumbnail. Something like that ought to do it. Okay, cool. So now we basically need to lower this to the ground. And the way we're going to do that is remove the blocks here. I don't want it to follow my head. I'm not sure if it'll hurt me, but let's do this one. Okay, and then this guy. Cool. Check it out. Very cool. And then we should be able to... Wait, why can't I access the lid for these? Weem, what did you do wrong? Oh, I can open them. Never mind. It didn't highlight, so I thought I broke it. Okay, cool. So we've got that. Now we need to make this little like arm for us to stand in, and I'm so unsure like how this even works. I know you can stand it and you just push it forward, but it seems to me like it's probably going to be super rickety. Something like that. So we just have to make sure I have room to stand in there. Something like that, and this. And then we need to rotate this, not that way, Weem, not that way. There you go. Something like that. You can see it tipped forward a little bit with the weight there. So as far as I know, this is done. So let's try this. We're going to jump into here. We're going to step into here. And I actually want to go out into this view here, except not this far out. Okay, so let's try this. We're just going to walk. Alright, it's it's a cart, alright. Let's see. Let's turn this guy. I mean, it seems fine. Can I sprint? I don't know. Yeah, I guess I can sprint. And then you have to, you have to consider things like when you got a bunch of stuff in here and it's going to want to like, look at this, like it wants to roll. So you do have to be pretty careful. Let's actually push this back up. It's empty, I assume that's why it's actually pretty easy to move and steer. We're just going to try to get this back up here where it's not going to roll anywhere, or if it does, it like rolls into the door right here. Something like that. Are you good? Are you good, cart? Let's try to jump out of here. And from third person mode, I don't know if this is going to work. There we go. Cool. We have a cart. Okay, so with the cart made, let me show you something. Actually, you know what? Let's go up in Clohe's tower because I might be able to give you a better view. I could see it from here, but it was like through the trees. It was a little hard. Let's get all the way up here. See if I can point this out to you. Nope. House is blocking it. Basically, now that we have the cart, there's been this area I can see, and you'll see it here where my crosshairs are, right out there. This orange spot. So there's iron out there, and I don't know if it's high quality or not, and I'm actually like a little hesitant now. I thought, you know what, I'm going to make a cart, then I'm going to go out there with the cart, and I'm going to gather that iron. Like, however much, you know, whatever it is, I'll just try to gather as much as I can. But I'm hesitant now. One, I think if this thing is full, based on the video I saw, it's slower. So that's probably going to be slow, and it already feels slow. Two, that's pretty far away. And that's a lot of forest to go through. I imagine I'm going to be trying to go, you know, weaving through trees. So anyway, maybe that's not a thing I do. I could bring it down to the new iron place we found, even though it's not high quality. It's not really getting us very much. It's like basically right down in there somewhere. I could bring it down there and just, you know, get what I can and just fill the cart up. That's probably what I'll do. Maybe I'll just head down there now. We'll go ahead and open the gate, and we'll see how this goes. Let's try this. We're going to try it from first person mode, and I'm basically going to try not to worry about the cart. I think I just ran over the workbench there, but that's okay. No one ever said I was a good driver. I hooked it on the door. Yeah, this is going to be difficult, isn't it? There's no way I'm fitting this like through these trees. Check that out. There, I can't actually take this cart anywhere. Okay, I think I found a way. I brought the cart outside here, and yeah, this direction is looking pretty bad, but it looked like if I hugged the wall, I could actually drop down, and I could get to the clearing out there and then follow that over. So let's do that. You can see the cart is trying to turn away from the wall where I tried to stick it. So let's go. We're just going to start walking. Now, what I want to do is I want to just walk and or run without worrying about the cart. So I'm going to do that. We're going to come down this hill a bit, and I'm going to just start sprinting. Let's just see how this goes. Just clanging into trees. See, I think, and then if I turn this right here, I think we might be okay. Yeah, see, we made it. That's cool. I don't know if the cart's in good condition or not. I am sprinting right now, so it's not as fast as like a normal sprint, and I imagine that coming back is going to be even slower, because as I mentioned, I believe this is supposed to like slow down as you add weight to it. We are out of stamina right now, but we don't have to go that far to get to the iron patch down here, so I'm going to see what I can get out of this and get in the cart, and then we'll do a little test about how the weight factors into things. Okay, so the first test came pretty quickly. I went and mined some iron. If I open up the chest here, yes, I know, I didn't mean to move. You can see I've put in 20 iron, and then I've got 15 of the stone. So one row of one chest. I actually jumped in here while it was empty and started walking up the hill, and it was slow, but I was able to do it. But now, yeah, I can't go anywhere, even when I'm sprinting. So hills are definitely a thing. Now I'm actually trying to walk sideways here. Go forward this way. It's not wanting to go at all. So it's like stuck in this position. Now back at the base I was able to stand on the sides and push it. Let's try that. Yep, that's not... Well, okay, it's going. It's kind of slowly going. Go. Turn. So now maybe I can hop in. It seems to be a little bit easier and easier as I go. Maybe we can get this to go. Okay, it's going. It's just going real slow. So anyway, you would probably want to cut a path if this was really what I wanted to do. That's a bit of a bummer because I can't really hold much in here. Okay, I've got a bit of a different plan. It kind of involves the cart, although I may make some modifications to it, and something else as well. Okay, if you follow me on Twitter @TheWeem, or if you just are a good guesser, you may already know what was planned here, but it took me a little bit to get here. I tried to bring the cart here first of all. It crashed, just kind of blew up, killed me. That was fine. I was able to pick up some of the wheels and everything. The next time I actually got up here with the parts, I slid down the hill. So here we are, we're at the very peak up here at Lost's place. If I back out of here like this, we could see my place below, kind of straight ahead of me there, and a very steep cliff. I have a cart here, we can call it that. We have a wagon of sorts, a cage, and I think you know what I intend on doing, so let's just get to it. I think I'm pretty much ready. I've got this little ramp for me to walk up and hop in here. To get a little bit higher here. Cool. Bit more of a floor there. I think we're good to go. Oh, I was going to use some of that to secure the area behind me. I forgot about that. Like, kind of lock myself in here. Well, I could probably use the ramp if I could stop getting stuck here. Alrighty. Let's get up here. Hop up here. Try to pick up this guy. Hopefully I'm pointing at that thing. It'd be a very early trip down the hill. Okay, cool. So I've got this guy. Let's go ahead and do something like this. Like that. Okay, so we're kind of closed in here now. Now I should just be able to remove this guy. And then let's see, if I spun around and hit V, yes, I would be behind the cart. So how about we try this? Let's just do it. This is going to go so poorly. Alrighty, 3, 2, 1. Let's pull this out. Drop V. Here we go. We're very slowly going forward here. Oh boy, we're gonna hop around a lot. Oh no! I died so fast. It's not fair. Hold on, if I respawn. I'm kind of clipping through things here. Look, you can see it going down the hill. Little parts. I know that was very hard. I'll try to have zoomed that in, but we could see the parts coming down the hill. That was pretty cool. Well, I know that wasn't as cool as I hoped it would be. I wanted to be caged inside the thing, and I guess at that steep angle I fell through the front. I didn't think about that, but that's okay. I came out and thought maybe I could find some of the parts out here, but I think they continued into the woods. It'd be very difficult to find more than just a few, so we're going to let that go. That's fine. No big deal. But I think we're about ready to wrap this up, which means I need to get to responding to your comments from the last video. Okay, so I've got the comments up here. I actually pinned my comment that said in the next video I would respond to comments left here so that people would see this when they went to comment, or at least that was the goal. So let's roll through these. I'm just going to kind of go top to bottom. I've seen a few of these, but a lot of them I have not. So first one here, Believe or Reason says, "Yay, Weemville grows in population. I hope it keeps growing." Yeah, right now Kolohe has joined. That's probably going to be it, to be honest. This series is not going to last forever. I typically don't go that long on a series. I like to do a 3 to 4 episode thing, and then sometimes extend it to 10, 11 episodes, 12. It just kind of depends. I've certainly had longer, but I don't like to try and keep that up because I have my own other schedule. And basically I don't do daily videos, so when I get kind of in a daily role like this, I can't really keep it up. And I know you guys aren't asking for daily videos here, but I've got other videos or other games and everything I want to get to. Do note this, that when this series stops, whether that's the next episode or 3 episodes from now or whatever it is, I've really had a good time, and I've been thinking a lot about how to maybe bring some other people in. So there would likely be, I guess if you want to call it a season 2, that's probably likely after some point after this one ends. Kimberly Normal says, "I really thought you would use this chance to plop in a different roof." I like this video and looking forward to seeing more. Yeah, I could have maybe replaced some of that bit with tile, but to reach the upper areas I would have had to add like floor scaffolding to kind of climb up there, and I don't really have the time to do that. If I did a new building, I might do tile. Kolohe's building doesn't quite have a roof yet. Maybe I'll pass that on to him, but he probably already wants to do tile. He's a lot better at those things. He's the architect, so he's going to want to use cool stuff. Speaking of Kolohe, he's here saying, "Geez, I was trying to align the workshop to the palisade walls. Never thought of the house." Totally fine. Again, like I mentioned in this video, I actually like it when things are not quite even. I think it kind of looks more realistic, which I think is cool. Let's see. Alex says, "I love the series." Thank you very much, Alex. Shelly says, "I wonder if you extend the entrance to incorporate a porch that will run the length of that piece of timber to tie it in." Not loving the sign though, covers the art. Yeah. So I mentioned in today's video that I was able to get the timber out, so that's totally cool. I may do an extension onto the house just so I have more room. but I won't need it in order to get rid of the timber because we are all set there. As for the sign, I have decided that even if I get that figured out, I'll use it going forward for another sign, but sorry, I'm going to leave that sign as it is. I just like the little story of it. Let's see, Xanti says, watching you play this inspired me to watch about 30-ish update videos that I missed and now want to play myself. Can't wait to get in. Cool, let me know in here what you think, or on the comments of this video, let me know. Zach says, going to ask if there's any city or town on the server, multiplayer towns, not just one guy that made it. I don't know. I know there's some projects on the server that involve multiple people. The most I think I know of is maybe 3 people. I will say this, a town or city work done by a lot of people, I love the idea of it. I think that would be really cool. I wouldn't even mind trying to go for that myself with just a few people where we each make a number of buildings, but not really the focus right now. Still Cookin' said, I'd like to see a build using lots of arches, maybe winery storage building, really like the series. Well, thanks. I'm glad you enjoy the series. I really appreciate you guys watching. I know I always say that, but I really do. Yeah, I want to do more of this as well. I actually thought about making another building next to mine and then using kind of arches to connect it so that the road, essentially the kind of I'm making, I guess, north-south through the place, would go right between 2 buildings and under those arches and maybe do a bridge across the top between the buildings. Anyway, that's a big project. Maybe down the road. Is this game worth a buy or should I wait? I don't have a good answer for that. That one's very difficult. I typically shy away from that. But let me kind of come back to that because I think maybe some other people may have asked that as well. Let's see. Voice says, it's such a lovely series. The first series I'm really excited to see. Oh, that's cool. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Happy to have you here. Tortoise Gaming, I mentioned this comment in the video. He said you should upgrade your small chest for the larger ones. But then he has this additional note, are you going to be doing a server tour? If you plan on it, maybe you can come by my spot. Oh, right, he's on the server. Not sure how close you can fast travel to. Yeah, so fast travel is pretty interesting, as Kalohe found, and I actually didn't know this. When I started, there weren't many people on there, so I could fast travel pretty far. As long as you were transporting to a road, you could really transport anywhere. The problem is, if somebody builds on a road, if they occupy an area on a road, they create a breakpoint there. So from where you are to that point is as far as you can teleport. So you got to teleport to them, run through their area, and now you can teleport again. Excuse me. Ant says, great video. What weaponry will you build in case you come under siege during an upcoming war? I'm not sure. I do need to make swords and stuff like that. Just for fun. I'm not really too concerned about being assaulted in some kind of war right now because what's more likely is that I'll need to end the series before anybody's ready for that. I keep hearing stuff like, yeah, our factions are against each other, there's going to be a war, but I think that's down the road a ways. I think that's going to take a while, so I may not make it that far. Drift King Boss says, keep up the good work. Thank you. I appreciate that, sir. I know you've been watching. I know you've been commenting on all the last videos. I really appreciate that. Robert says, you should chop a tree down close to the entrance to your house. Hope it falls in the timber. I think I mentioned this in the video, yeah, but I got the timber out, so we're good. Hold F on the timer. I think you're referencing the timber and maybe some other things. Again, it seems as though I actually need to log out of the server and come back for this to work. This, like, will stop working all of a sudden. Seb says, can you do more videos on medieval engineers, please? Yeah, I kind of addressed that earlier. Probably we'll do at least a few more. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to back up a second because holding F on the timer, this is coming from Sharpshot. I do want to thank Sharp. He's actually built somewhat near me, and he actually let me know this morning, hey, your claims are up, because I didn't get back on the server in time. And I kind of forgot. I was like, oh, and I wasn't ready to jump in the game, but I did just to put my claims down. So thanks for that message, by the way, Sharps. I appreciate that. Bam Boom says, hi, Weem. Do you think this game is worthy of a purchase? Okay, we're going to answer that a little bit later. Or do you think it's better to wait? Loving the series. Thanks, I appreciate that. Like I said, I'll kind of address the whether you should buy it or not a little later. Actually, you know what? Before I get through all of this, let me just stop right there in case people are deciding to wait for that answer. I'm thinking about it. You know what? I'm going to do a different video about whether you should buy the game or not, I think, because I've done that before with like Worm Unlimited. I think I will do a should you buy Medieval Engineers and do that as a separate video, because that's a long answer, and I don't want, this is already going to be a long answering the comments here. Atlashawn says, I saw Roman armor in the crafting window. Any plans on making that? I could. There's two things about that. One, I don't think it actually helps your defense if I recall correctly. And then two, I'm almost positive you don't see it on your body at all. So I don't think it's very useful. Dogmech says, guess I'll ask something gaming related. Do you like turn-based strategy games? If so, do you have a favorite? I do, but I don't get to play them very much. The last one I played off and on was Civ 5. But I guess if you go back, maybe Might and Magic. Wait, is that turn-based? I think that's turn-based. Off the top of my head. Yeah, that's, I guess off the top of my head. There's probably a much better example of something I played more recently that I like, but I can't think of it now. I don't typically play those for very long. 64-bit robot says, look at the timer and hold F for an extended period of time. Yep, if that doesn't work, right click with a hammer. Yeah, neither of those work, right? On the timber I had to restart. Fulak says, I don't know if the current version still has the landscape editor, but if it does, you could make a basement for storing stone and rocks. I do like the idea of doing a basement. I was thinking about it and I was like, you know, if like we had a wipe, or let's say I did a season 2 or something, I think I might do that. I might dig a tunnel down and dig out an area to like build down there for storage, and then build the house or whatever on top of it. I think that'd be cool. Pianato says, nice vid. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Cheeky Finger Gaming says, saw you playing this and decided to check it out for myself. Really cool videos, man. And also your Empyrean videos helped me out a lot, so thanks for that too. Well, I'm glad it helped you out. I've actually been missing Empyrean. I do enjoy that game. I just have to give it some breaks in between. We had somebody in my Discord, and there's a link to my Discord down in the description if you guys are interested. But somebody in there had a server for a while, so we were playing there. It was pretty cool. And those are the videos actually you're referring to. I recorded there, so yeah, I will get back to that one day. Abdul says, maybe build a catapult for defense and attack, or think about making the walls out of stone and put a catwalk along the side so you can see over, have advantage against people attacking you. Keep up the good work. Thanks for that. Thanks for that. I'm definitely glad you've been enjoying the videos. As for the catapult and defense, man, I don't know. That seems complicated. I'll probably have to watch a video on how to make a catapult, and then that could be a thing. I have thought about that. So anyway, it's on the list of possibilities. Christian says, no idea which number I am. I don't know either. I think maybe you were third, if that's what you're talking about. I think Jacob posted first, then I did mine up top. Anyway, something like that. And then Jacob got his first coming in here. I got hot cookies. I told him you can have the key to the pantry. It's all yours. That's going to wrap the comments here. One thing I did not take into consideration until I was actually today starting to record this video was you really don't get much time to leave a comment. I basically really needed to get to recording today. So this video here, 7, didn't get much of a chance to get comments. It only got posted this morning, so it's not been a whole lot of time. So I am sorry. I do apologize if you didn't get your comment in time to make it in the video. I didn't think about that ahead of time, that you wouldn't have much time. But anyway, for those of you who did get in here in time, I hope that was fun. I hope you enjoyed that. I do want to thank you guys, all of you guys, for watching. As always, I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you next time.